are now being transported to the underground world of Darkwave Latina. Darkwave Latina.
I can't explain it or tell you why. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But it all began on an uneventful, ordinary day. No full moon, no special eclipse or any indication of a strange cosmic event in the sky. The hours weren't witching, and it wasn't even close to Halloween or Dia de los Muertos. Instead, I, Rio Diaz, on a regular Taco Turnip Tuesday, became undead. Hello? Is anyone out there? Can anyone hear me? Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, when I was fresh out of the coffin and waiting for an Uber to take me to the dance tribute night in homage to the great Holy Trinity, The Cure, The Smiths, and Depeche Mode. Amen. Even though I didn't know it back then, when I still had hope that this would all go away, but it was my first official night in LA. As an undead, that is. The good thing, though, there's nothing like a good dance night to make me feel like myself. Until...
Hey, aren't you the lady I picked up from LAX?
Coffin scratch. Yep, it was Prius UBRoadkill. How could I forget that license plate and headbanger bobblehead on his dashboard? I hopped in.
You know, I've been a driver for about 8 years, and within those years, I've bound to had thousands of rides, and I have never picked up the same ride. So the chances that I'm seeing you again is pretty crazy.
With that many rides, I guess it's bound to happen at some point, right? He took a double take from the rear view mirror as if he was very suspicious of me.
When I picked you up earlier, you look like death, like real death. What was up with that?
Yeah, I'm a film extra and we were filming near the airport.
Oh yeah? I love scary movies. Are they making a horror aviation film? I love niche horror like that. Like Snakes on a Plane or the obscure Flight 666. Oh, or did you see the 80s Twilight Zone series? You know, the one with that gremlin hanging on the wing of the plane? That one was a great
You've
one.
arrived at your destination.
Ah, saved by Siri. Not sure if it was the undead thing to be so unresponsive, but I wasn't up for chatting about horror aviation thrillers being that I had just experienced one of my own.
Well, this is it. Looks pretty packed. Have fun.
You've got to be kidding. A long line of Angelinos coiled around the block. What? This couldn't be the right place. I mean, it should be this way. There should be lines this long to pay homage to The Cure, The Smith, and Depeche Mode. Amen. I walked toward the back of the line where a fringed-haired vamp wearing black from head to her coffin-cut polished nails was pawing at her phone. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but is this the line for Holy Trinity Night? Without looking up, she said.
Yup, you got it, chica.
This line sucks. My moan got her attention.
Hey, aren't you that goth girl, Tita? No, wait, that's someone else. No, I've met you. You're Rio. That's right. I met you at the Cat Club in San Francisco.
Coffin scratch. Someone who might have answers. Yes, I'm Rio. You met me in San Francisco? How long ago was this?
Don't you remember me? It's me, Perla. I met you about a month ago. I told you that I lived in Los Angeles, and you said you were actually planning on moving here.
Double coffin scratch. Cat Club? San Francisco? So I was in fact planning on making the move here to LA. But why did I make the move via coffin? I asked her, do you remember who I was with or what I was doing at the Cat Club?
I just remember you telling me that place was your haunt. We talked about music, and I told you LA was where the scene was at.
Before I could find out more info on my so-called past life, 3 line-cutting vampires jumped in front of me. Perla snapped at them.
I see how it is, pinche ways. As soon as the line starts moving, you guys get out of your car.
It seems she knew them.
Nah, cuz. We just got here. Is that how you want to greet us?
He swung his tatted arm around her.
Get your chunko arms away from me, dude.
Come on, Perla. Don't be like that. We've got you. We'll pay for your cover.
And a drink for me and Rio. She just moved here.
3 Dodger cap-wearing vamps turned my way. One of them extended his hand, and I gladly shook it.
Welcome to Dark LA, Rio. Pues, I'm Ricky. This here's my brother Chuy, and that's his girlfriend, Carla.
All 3 were tatted to the sleeves with relics of saints, crosses, red roses, and El Mickey Mouse. Carla chimed in.
Rio? That's a cool name. Like the Duran Duran song?
Thanks, but I'm actually named after El Rio Grande. Okay, that was quick. I lost their attention as the line moved fast towards the entrance. We finally got in. A wave of the cold AC unit and the scowls of screeching bass greeted us. I stood in awe as the crowd braced past me, rushing to hit the dance floor. Perla grabbed my arm.
Vente, Rio, let's head to the bar.
She started in on Chuy.
Hey, cabrones, don't get us that well-drink piss either. 2 Smith-tinis, please.
I couldn't wait to get back to the conversation with Perla. Like, what was I doing in San Francisco? But couldn't get a word in.
And here's your drink, Rio. Buena suerte.
Thanks, dude, I said, as he handed me a ball of smoke that fogged up my glasses instantly. I took a sip of the Smith Teeny and turned to Perla. So, the cat club? But I uncontrollably began to cough.
Damn, Rio, did you vape that Smith Teeny?
She's okay. She just swallowed some dry ice. She'll live.
I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Couldn't snap back or even laugh. Every time I would open my mouth, I would start to cough. Note to self, dry ice drinks, not good for the undead lungs. Then Perla raised her Smith Teeny to make another toast.
Salud, wave. Let's dance.
And like that, poof, the 3 vamps vanished in the crowd. I turned to Perla, but she vanished too. Just when I was getting some answers. Flashes of black leather, slashed tees, chains, and ink twisted, turned, and crashed to the synth waves. I made my way to the dance floor. Under a blue spotlight, I began to move and sway. I closed my eyes, and slowly the music began activating my memory logs. My mind spins and loops, taking me back to my past. I'm 14 years old, and I'm in church waiting in line with my bestie, Sylvia, to make a confession.
Rio, let's think about this. Are you really going to confess to the padre about our night out?
Yes, of course. Next week we're going to have our confirmation ceremony. I don't want this hanging on my head.
Yeah, but what if he tells your mom? He knows your entire family.
That goes against religion. Besides, I will take down the entire Catholic Church if he does that.
All right, you're up for confession, chica. Just leave my name out of it.
I walked into the confessional and kneeled down on the pew, and both the padre and I made the sign of the cross.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I don't know where to begin, so I guess I'll just start with... So, I lied to my parents and told them I was sleeping over at my friend's house. Not my friend that's outside waiting for me, by the way. Someone else. Completely different person. Anyway, instead of sleeping, we both winded up crossing the Mexican border and going to a goth club. It was my first time going out to a club like that. You know, you could tell it was a cantina by day, but at night, it was transformed. There's smoke, chains hung from the ceiling, and the music was so good. So I danced. You know, I don't think that's a sin, padre, to just dance, right? I mean, well, pero the DJ played Depeche Mode. Y pues tú sabes, padre, when you evoke the Holy Spirit, you just lose control. And that's what happened. The Spirit was in me. And well, Martin Gore's magical lyrics had me dancing in a way that might be considered a sin. And pues, I might have dry humped the guy next to me on the dance floor. I don't know. It was like an out-of-body experience. But don't worry, Father. It was just dancing, and I'm still a virgin. Wow, confession actually feels good. Oh, one more thing. I told my snitch neighbor Teresa to eat crap. I know, that's horrible with the thou shalt love thy neighbor thing. But if you knew her, you would understand. Well, that's it for me, Father.
I stood up from the pew and noticed the horror in the priest's eyes. He looked at me as if I needed an exorcism. His hands even shook when he handed me a prescription of prayers, then blessed me with holy water. When I got out of the confessional, Sylvia was waiting for me. I reassured her I didn't mention her in my confession. Then Teresa surfaced from behind the confessional like some sort of omen. She was holding her DIY spy gadget she invented in science class. It could pick up conversations from a distance.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to confess her sins. Luckily, I brought my miracle ear to catch every word.
There was no prayer prescription for the flames of anger that rose within.
Rio, calm down. We're in church. Besides, she's bluffing. Teresa, that thing, what do you call it? The miracle ear? It doesn't even work. She got a C on it in science class. It's crap.
Oh, I can assure you, my miracle ear works all right. I got a C in class just because I caught Miss Garcia flirting with Mr. Olivares. I think she thought I would expose her, so she gave me a C claiming it didn't work. But it does.
Teresa, that's why nobody likes you. Eres una rata, and now you have a rata device. I mean, what's that about?
Let's just say I seek the truth and uncover secrets and lies. Now, Rio, do you think your mom would like to hear that her bruja daughter crossed the border to go clubbing in Mexico?
Sylvia looked at me as if I were busted. But I just saw el fuego, and the next thing I remember was pulling Teresa's hair until we fell to the ground.
Rata! Rata!
Goth witch! You and your friend are all goth witches.
Then I heard the piercing banshee yell of my mother. I froze.
Rio, what on earth? Fighting in church. What's gotten into you?
I was grounded for a month. And the worst of it, my parents locked up all of my 120-minute MTV-duped videos and tapes. It was just me and the walls of my room that were filled with La Virgen and Chiaroscuro Jesus art. The funny thing, Teresa didn't snitch on us. I was grounded for fighting in church, but if my parents found out about clubbing in Mexico, I would have probably lived out a life sentence at home. I had to thank Teresa for that. Unless she was planning on blackmailing me, that rata. 2 days into my sentence and I was dying of nothingness.
I'm bored. Why can't I at least watch some of my videos?
No. You're not watching any of your music videos. Instead, I'm going to teach you how to dance cumbia. I'm tired of seeing you hiding at weddings or at your cousin's quinceañeras. It's time you learn.
My mother pushed the couch over and made space for us in the center of the living room. She then pulled a tape from her purse.
Rio, I actually have a surprise for you. I was going to wait for next week, but I went to Musicland and spoke to your friend David. I wanted him to explain what got this.
Mama, you didn't! That's embarrassing!
Yeah, stop it. I just wanted to know what it is. Then I asked him what's new in La Música Mexicana because I want to teach you the cumbia.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you did that.
Rio, I'm your mother, and I can do that. Come on, stand up.
Well, what music did he give you?
My mother handed me the tape. The band had long, spiky hair and thick black eye makeup that circled their eyes. I smiled, and I checked their tape sleeve. They were from Mexico City. She inserted the cassette into our 1970s family stereo console.
Okay, come on. Let's see you sway those hips. Come on, Rio. You can do better than that. Right foot back, left foot back. Come on and sway those hips.
Mama, I can't, and I don't want to. I feel silly.
Oh, yes, you can. Don't make me grab my nopal stamp.
Ay, susto! The nopal stamp. Every time I misbehaved, she would stamp my forehead with ink of the nopal, the cactus, the mark of my people. She would say I would learn my lesson when the nopal ink faded.
Come on, Mama, I'm too old for that.
No, you are not too old for it. I will stamp that forehead if you don't dance with me. Come on, let's cumbia.
I decided to just focus on the music and let that lead the way. Soon enough, I was dancing.
You see? You got it in you, mija. You're doing it. You're dancing, girl.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm back, under the blue beam, dancing until... What the... I'm shoved to a corner by a twosome lip-locked. I turned around and there were more. What the... It wasn't even midnight, nor were we close to the last call. What's happening? I squeezed myself out of the dance floor, but then my reflection caught my attention in the mirror that was fogged with lust. Ay, caca. It was the mark of the nopal. The cactus of my people was stamped on my forehead. It flickered like a short-circuited neon sign. Then Perla's voice startled me.
Rio girl, are you high? What are you doing just looking at yourself in the mirror like that?
I looked around, wondering where she popped out. Do I have something on my forehead? Do you see a mark or something?
A mark? What? Like Harry Potter? No, girl, I don't see anything. But you do need a bang trim. Well, I'm taking off. These horny werewolves are pissing me off. But hey, I cut hair in Hollywood. Come see me sometime. I'll cut those bangs for you.
She gave me a beso on the cheek and then vanished before I could say anything. I decided to leave as well. I needed to figure out what was happening to me. Why was I remembering only pieces of my teenage angst years? I was almost out the door when an old familiar song began to play. It wasn't by the Holy Trinity greats either, but it was an 80s Latin pop song that I practiced dancing cumbia to. What? That's weird. I looked back to see if I was hearing things. The dance floor became even more flooded. I smiled to myself. Maybe I am at the right place after all. I rushed to the dance floor and joined in as drinks flew in the air and everyone danced to Latin songs of the 80s. I glanced at myself in the mirror, and the nopal stamped on my forehead faded. I felt like I was home. Ay, caca. But where was home?
Hi, Ochoie here, creator, writer, and producer of Darkwave Latina. Darkwave Latina is a fictional weekly podcast airing every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. For more info, please log on to darkwavelatina.net. There you can find credits, episodes, get on our mail list, and merch. Oh yeah, we have merch. We hope you tune in next Tuesday, and thank you so much for listening.